My name's Alastair Grant. I'm a boat builder from Isle Ewe. I grew up in Isle Ewe, going back and forth to school on a boat, and my dad was a fisherman, so I always liked working on the boats, repairing them, so it was kind of natural that I'd become a boat builder. Today we're here in Ullapool, fitting the mast for the Swan Trust. The interesting thing about this project is it's in a collaboration with Johnson & Loftus boat builders who are based here in Ullapool. Tim and Dan are close friends of mine. We started working together about 4 or 5 years ago on a project. Earlier we were trimming the mast. The bottom of the mast has to be pretty precise, so we kind of left it until we had the old mast next to it. So that was today's job. We trimmed that, cleaned it up, and then put on the mast band. That's like a square of metal that kind of holds the bottom all together. Tim was drilling 2 holes. They're quite interesting and quite unique to this vessel. So it's a 65-foot mast weighing about 1.5 tons, but they used to lower it down and it would pivot. But on most other boats I know of this era, they would pivot from the bottom and the mast would kind of be heeled on the mast step and hinge like that. But on this boat, they've made the hinging point above the deck and it swings on this pin, and that's what Tim's drilling. These 2 holes have to be exactly right, otherwise the mast won't lift off the keel step, it'll bind, or if it's too low, there'll be a gap and the mast won't be sat on the bottom, which will put a lot of strain on the pin whilst you're sailing. So that's why Tim's been measuring quite carefully and making sure the hole's nice and straight. Yeah, so there's a few more steel fittings to go on. The shrouds to be looped over the mast, they can't be done until the metal work that protects the mast from these shrouds goes on. And then it's kind of rigging up for lifting, a few little details, and then making sure we're ready to essentially crane it in. Just check that we haven't forgotten anything. It's much harder to do it once it's up in the air, so just trying to get as much work done as we can on the ground.